Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today is Saturday, so there's no July Junk Journal Challenge. I'm just working on the 100-day project and I have no idea what day I am on. So you'll see it in the description where I'm at, and the title will have it in there as well. So Saturdays, what I am working on is it's a special journal. It is actually not going to be a journal. It is going to be a planner, and it's going to be a 2026 planner. It will be for my daughter, so you have to keep it a secret. She doesn't check YouTube, so I'm safe, and I can put it in the private groups. It's all good. She won't know. So I'm creating the journal for her with the help of the Junk Journal Studios Summer Bounty Kit. And I believe it came out in, I think Michelle put it out in 2022, something like that. So it's not brand new, but you can still find it on Etsy. And this is going to be color: yellow, orange, blue, green. You can see the green. This is the orange. I have yellow. It is going to be plaids and jeans and lots of fun colors that is going to be bright and fun for the whole year, really. My daughter lives on a farm, so everything is just perfect for what she would be needing it for. The other thing I'm not going to use is a lot of lace. I want to use denim. I want to use cotton. I want to use twine. So very simple things. I want to use baker's twine. I want to use like the rough twine. It's got to be more of a usable project. So last week I made the journal, and right now it's okay. I'm okay with it. I love the pages. Like, it is beautiful. Like between the Junk Journal Studio pages, and I have my dyed papers that I've done myself. I have lots of lots of other principles. There's lots of vintage paper in it. There might be an antique paper here and there. It's just a fun journal to really work in, because all I'm going to put in here is like the hidden paper clips and over the page things, and you name it, we can do it. So for today's project, I have a bit of a prototype, and I'm going to put this aside because that is not going to be needed, and I'm putting what I have in my hand right here. We'll go through that in a bit. That's just things that I've already cut out. But here are the sheets of what I want to be working with. To start with, I have 2 sheets of vellum, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. It is all sunflowers and dahlias. It's just stunning. I'll show you against a white piece of paper. It'll be more visible that way. It is very pretty. It is pinks and orange and yellows and browns. And then the other one that I have is ladybugs. Isn't it cute? The yellow and the red ladybugs. I don't know if I'm going to use it. It'll be used in this journal at some point. But for today, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. Then for today, I printed some of the larger cards. I printed them on regular copy paper. So the flimsy copy paper, this is a heavier copy paper, but I wanted some in the really flimsy copy paper so that I can glue it onto something more sturdy, and then it becomes a little heavier piece. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of regular copy paper, 5 sheets, and then I have 2 that are the presentation size. It's like a 32 pound, and this is like a 26 pound, I think. I also have some of these. They are I printed them double-sided because I want to turn them into 6x6. Right there and right there. Here is my prototype. So this flips up. There's like pockets in there, little pockets, a little bigger pocket. There's a little pocket right here. I'll show you. Little pocket right here. There's a pocket right there. There's a hidden paper clip. There's another piece of a journal card right there. You see there's a lot of different elements to this. Tag. Oh. And then there's a pocket on the back. So this, let me grab my journal again, would be able to go on a page like so. And then like so. I think I would want it like so. And then you grab your hidden paper clip. I put it underneath. And you just slide that over top. And then it folds right in there. And you have yourself a little folio that you can flip out. And yeah, so that is kind of what I want to make. I don't know, but this one is very heavy, and it's very heavy with other things because this is completely made out of 6x6 cardstock, and it's heavier cardstock. So I want to make it a little lighter, and I want to make it a little bigger. So my base is going to be an envelope. So this is the envelope that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to cover up the where it came from. So it's a bigger envelope. This size is, oh no, I can't find any rulers. So it's 5 3/4 by 9 and a bit. So I have some room to play with because the journal pages are much smaller than that. So this page, for example, is 4 3/4, and if I am using 5 3/4, I would have to cut at least an inch off the envelope. So that envelope is perfect to start with. I think what I need to do is make it to about 4 inches. And I want to cut the excess off on the open side. Maybe I'll go to 4 1/4. That would give me 1/2 inch. No, I think I want to go to 4. Okay. 4 inches. It's a heavy envelope. Not the easiest to cut. What the heck? What is in there? So I just want to open this piece up, and I'll cut the rest off on here. Then I would cut it to there. So the prototype was from a video in the big book of junk journal ideas by Heather and Jan Studio. I will see if I can find the video so I can tag it in here, and then you can watch that video as well. It is really cool to do, and it's just inspiration. I am probably going to come up with something completely different. So to open it up, I am going to cut the smallest sliver off the bottom. There we go. And I want to make sure that it is fully attached. I don't want to lose any pieces halfway through the year, because that would really be too bad if that happened. Okay, so because I'm going to cover it with glue, I am going to put some washi tape on the window because I know me. I might actually use this in this journal. Look, it has like all kinds of food and stuff in it. Okay, so this I can pull back off. I just don't want to cover the whole thing up. And then I am going to be sad. Okay. If you're wondering where I got this washi, I've had it for a really long time, but it was from Planners Anonymous, from one of their kits. So I want to use a combination of green and the birds, and look at this one, it's beautiful. And then there's another one with a green plaid and a herb one, and some seed pages there. So all I'm going to do right now is glue these on and turn this into a collage. It'll be on both sides, so let's just get started. And I'm first going to cover around where the window is, of course, so that we're not going to go over it. And I need to line this up really nicely on the bottom. And after the last few videos, I'm also learning that I need to take a look at it every now and again and make sure that I'm actually on camera and not just, you're not just seeing paper sitting there still. I'm going to decorate both sides at the same time because the pieces will be too big here and there. I want that over top, but I like this one. Look at this, isn't that beautiful? There we go. That side is done. So now I want to create a pocket that is about this big. We need to cover this. I've got it. Don't you worry, I've got it. I am going to use this piece right here to put there. So we're going to go both sides with the pieces. And we need to find a pretty piece for a pocket. I think I want to use the bird right here, and I think I want to cut up to where that seat packet is. So I'm just going to use my trimmer so that I know that I'm cutting this straight. Right there. This is going to be my pocket. And I want to cut a little bit off the bottom. I want the bird for sure. First things first, I need to cut a little notch in there, and I use this for a notch. And that gives me a beautiful little notch. And then on the other side, you will see the music paper. Okay, let's do this. This will be the last piece to go on. There we go. Now I'm going to ink around this. Re-ink around. Couldn't find my little inky thingy. And now this fits-ish. Does it fit? I think it does. Okay. I'm going to take my glue, my wet glue, if it wants to be found today. It's right here. I have so much stuff right here. It's crazy. I'm going to have to move some of it off of my desk so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, just going to put a thin bead of glue right along the edges. can probably put another pocket on top here as well. There. Just because that would look cute. Okay, we're gonna go all the way to the bottom with this. Right, all the way there. How pretty is that? I need a little bit of glue right in here because it's loose. There. That is very cute. So cute. Does this fit in there? Let's see. It does too. Oh, that's lovely. So I need something about this size. So I cut that much off of it. Oh, look at that. I have a green side and I have a red side. How cool is that for an insert? That's pretty cute. Still inking around that. Do we want rounded corners? Probably. Rounded corners also make it easier to fit things in and out of pockets. Just my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but yeah. All right. Ink around this. Do we have both sides inked? No, we don't. Of course we don't. And I probably want to punch a hole in that. Put a little ribbon on there. Right? Is that what we want to do? I think so. Grab my hole punch. Because it's right there where it's not supposed to be. Punch a hole into center. Right there. Do I want this on there? I think so. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm taking a double twice so that there's lots of string at the top, because it's not a dainty card, so I don't need to go dainty with the baker's twine. Right there. And then we'll cut that down just a little. And that one is finished. Now, do I want to put a pocket right here? Yes, I can put this on here. And then that's again some journal space. And it'll be a pocket. So I want it right on there to fit. And you can see I need to put something right there to decorate the pocket, so, or to decorate the tag, so it's not so boring. That would be cute. All right, ink around that. Do I want a notch? I may need a notch. Right in the center. Some glue glue. Somebody glue glue. Right there. Right there. Oh. And right along there. Match this up. Wow, how lovely is that? Very lovely. What can we put on the side of the tag to make it look more interesting? Do we want to put this on this side? What would you be able to see? Probably the whole thing. Let's do that. We'll do like a little cluster with some labels and stuff, and then that'll show right there. Oh, that is so much better. There we go. It is cute. There's some interest there. And we can put all kinds of things behind it. So like even if you have the tag out of it, it is very cute. There is the music paper right there. But right now we have, oh, she doesn't want to go back in. There we go. The perfume bottle right there. And we need something to put in there. Do we want to use one of the strawberries? No. I'm just going to put a little label like this in there. Let's ink around it. Actually, let's cut little corners. There we go. Right there. What else do I have here? I have some tickets. Do I want to put the tickets in there? No, I want to put some other tickets in there. So I have some other tickets here. I have lots of tickets because I mass make them every now and again. I had some that are already decorated somewhat, not totally. Oh, right here. Let's put these in there. Good. There's lots right there. And I will decorate them, but right now they're just going right in there. But I can put a belly band here. And I have these tickets that would be, oh, and they would fit perfectly. What do you think? Should we put this as a belly band? We'll put something behind it. What do I have? I can put it on here maybe. Is this the right size? Yeah. put it like this? Or do we want to use this one? Or do we want to use the music paper? I think the music paper is too pale to go on here right now. I think we need to use one of these. And I think it might have to be, yeah, I think it has to be this one. Okay. I am just going to take a little strip. And we can glue that right on there. Which piece do I want to take off? I think I want to take the very pink flowers off the bottom. I've given myself a little bit of space. I do need to still use the index cards and probably the time cards as well. So I'm going to leave them right there, and I've left Daisy right there because I do want to do something with Daisy. Okay, there's a little piece that has come loose right here, so I'm just going to do a little quick repair. And right here I'm a little tall, so I am going to cut that to size. There we go. Much, much better. She's lovely though. I really like her. I am very proud of myself right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the tickets right along the line and make sure that they are lining up properly. I want them to look like true tickets, so that's why I am folding them. And there we go. And then I'm going to take my hole punch and I'm just going to cut just the corners off. So I'll repeat that for every single one. There's a piece sitting right there, right where I need it, because I can't see. Just couldn't see what I was doing. Couldn't get it lined up properly. There we go. And then we'll cut right along the edge here as well, just to make sure that there's no white edges showing. There we go. There, that's lovely so far. We're not done yet. So next, all right, let me I very, very rarely use this piece on when I'm stamping, so it's all good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my ruler, and I still haven't found my other ruler, and I'm going to line it up right at the fold line, And I'm going to take my little tracing wheel and I'm going to go right over top. So what happens now, I don't know if you can see it, but you get the little ticket effect. So I'll do it again. Right on the fold line there. Right there. And you get the little, like the, you know, like the tearing piece. Yeah, that's the effect that you're getting. And you can tear it after this, but we are not going to because we are going to use it. I think it's easier to see on the other side. We are going to use it on a belly band. Vintage Photo is the first distress ink I ever bought. I'm pretty sure, like, is that the same for everybody? Is that the first one that you buy? And I love it. I just like, it's my absolute favorite. And it is this exact ink pad. I just keep re-inking it, and I use my my ink pad refresher. Yeah, I baby my ink pads. I am very kind to them because, you know, I don't want to replace them. They're my babies. So yes, they look grungy and gross, but they still work exactly the same. Do I want to round the corners? Oh, I think this is lovely. Lovely. So then I'm going to glue this down. Right here. Right here. I don't want to glue it down completely. Like, I can, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep the effect that it shows that the edges, or that the centers have been altered or have been made. So I want to keep it where it's not laying completely flat. It really has the ticket effect. I don't want it to be straight on there though. There. There we go. So cute. Okay, so I have some little labels and I can tuck them behind here. So I'm going to ink around them. Little glue. And tuck the label right there behind it. And then I have a green one. Will that fit? It will. Oh, lovely. I am going to cut it in half though, because I don't need the whole label. And this way I have more for other spots as well. Oh, whoops. I forgot to ink around it. That is always my problem. I forget de-inking. I'm finding that I'm way more precise when I'm on camera than I would be if I wasn't on camera, because I want to actually show you what to do and not what not to do. Like, don't throw your tickets all over the place, or your little labels. Right there. Making sure it's straight. We have one of these. I can go right in here and let me just go right there. Why not? I am now just building it out. I want this one or do I want it on the red one? I think I want it on the red one. Yes, that's much cuter. There. I have this one. I can cut it in half. So that we have two. And we need to ink. And I'm just realizing that I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I came home and just started the camera because I want to get these videos done so I can get some housework done. And then Friday I am off for the day, so then I'm picking my granddaughter up and we are going to have fun together. And this one right there. And we may, like if it rains, then we may make a crafty video together where you get her hands and my hands and we'll come up with a project that we can do together. Because I think that would be very cute as well. I think I want this right here, right there. And I'm not inking around it because then it gets to be too dark. I also don't want to glue it in the middle of my tickets. Come on. There we go. Not that far. Just a little over. There we go. Beautiful. Then we have this one and I can put, let's take half of this, that way I have two. So I'm going to put this right there. Ink. And I think it's time to wrap this video up a little bit so that I can let you go and do whatever it is that you're doing today. Right there. Do I want to put this one just like that? Oh, that would be cute. Where do I want to go? Just a little higher. Just a little lower. Right there. And I forgot to ink around it. Told you. I told you I would forget to ink around it. Well, I'll forget to ink around this one too then. That one goes right there. And then I need a little red label that can go right there. Let's put it right there. Don't forget to ink around it. And it's just going to slide right in there. Right there. I think that's very, very cute. Very simple, very cute. And then I'm going to put that on here, or I can make it a little tuck spot right here. We can tuck things in there Let's do that instead of a belly band. I just don't want to lose all the pretty, like I don't want to lose the bird or the little girl. Now we're going to ink around all of this quickly because I had forgotten to do that. On there is a tuck. There we go. We have a very cute little folio. So let me grab the journal and see where we can tuck this. See, it'll go just like that. I do think it wants to be on a more on a center page, like right here. This is a more sturdy page, and I will use for now I'll just use a paper clip to clip it down right there, and it will just stay like that until I create a hidden paper clip and it will go on there. Oh, I should ink around the whole project. Please check out the Junk Journal Studio. You can find them on Etsy, you can find them on Ko-fi, and you can find them on Facebook as well. Michelle makes wonderful, wonderful products that are easily printed off, and you should really check her out and maybe find something pretty that you can work with. Her labels are fantastic. Her fuzzy cuts are amazing. I have birds, I have flowers, and I have butterflies from the Junk Journal Studio. And I have a whole bunch fuzzy cut out already, so they're always ready. When I need something, I can just pull it right out of my little container. This was a lovely project and I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and make sure that you hit that subscribe button so next Saturday when I'm working on this project again, you will know that the video is there. Have a lovely day. I hope you do something fun, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.